Hey guys, DaYan Cubes here, and today I have an unboxing for you guys. Now, I know I haven't had a video for a long time, 5 months or 6 months or so, and I decided, hey, why not have a video now? So, I am going to be unboxing the new cube from DaYan, the DaYan 6 Panshi. Now, I also, I broke my wrist for a while there. I broke both my wrists. So I broke one wrist, and then I was out for like a month, and then I broke my other wrist, and I just got my cast off a few days ago, actually. So let's go open up this box, and what do we have? Oh, never mind, it's not a Panshi. Just bubble wrap. So we'll take that out, and there we have it, DaYan Panshi. 1, 2, and empty. Alright, so first we will get onto the box. Now, this is very similar to a DaYan box. And it's... Here, I'll get my DaYan card, and we'll see. It's a little bit darker, it seems. Yeah, as you guys can see. Darker than the DaYan box. Stickers, regular DaYan stickers. Nothing about that. Another box. HK Now Store. Card. And onto the Panshi. Now, I've got a few cubes back here to compare size and pieces. So, let's put one of those aside and open up this box. And dump out these pieces. Alrighty. So, here we've got the screws and springs, very, very small. Here we've got half an edge piece and the second half, and we'll put those together. Ow, that hurt. And there we go. So, as you can see, there's a big dip there. Focus, buddy. Come on. You can do it. There we go. So you can see there's that, and then here, and then there's a bubble, and there you go. Now a corner piece, and there we go. So, I have been told that this shipment of DaYan Cubes, the first batch of Panshis, had a inferior plastic compared to what they were supposed to be. So the torpedoes break really easily, and it causes these to break too. And I can feel it's quite flexible. You guys can see that. So this is a corner. Doesn't go together very well. Putting it up against a piece, you can see side like that. Here you've got a centerpiece, kind of similar to a DaYan, and a itty bitty torpedo. And lastly, the core. It looks like about the 42mm core, like for the mini Zanchis, but I could be wrong. DaYan logo thing, and a centerpiece. So, I will actually compare this to the DaYan as well, so I'll get these out here. So if you guys don't want to look at the comparisons, I'll have a link right up here, and you guys can skip to the next part of the video where I go over the cube. So, let's see the corner piece. As you guys can see, this stock is much longer, and this piece, it's almost as if this piece is kind of shimmied down and molded in with the core, or the base of the piece. And the edge, as you can see, not all that similar, so there you go. I'll see you right when I assemble this. BRB. Alright guys, so it has been about 2 days, and I have done about 300 sols on this cube, and I feel that I can now finally make a good review and inform you guys about how the cube works. So, first things first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the cube. I don't have torpedoes in it because I heard that the torpedoes have the potential to break the cube, and it also doesn't turn as smooth with torpedoes, and it doesn't really need torpedoes because it does have an anti-popping mechanism inside. So I just decided that, hey, I don't really care, so I decided not to use those. Other than that, that's not much, so let's get into the review. So the cubes I have behind here to compare are a Zanchi and a WitU. Now, you guys might be wondering why I have a WitU here to compare, right? You'll see. So, this cube, the tensions are quite finicky. Now, if you have it too tight, it doesn't corner cut really at all, and the turning is really blocky and it kind of feels compacted. But when it's loose, the turning is really smooth, but the corner cutting, it just explodes when you cut 45 degrees or more. So it's really hard to find that fine line. I think I'm close, but I don't really think I can find it, and I don't think it really is findable. So I'm just not going to worry about it, and I'm going to keep it where it is because I'm fine with it right now. The corner cutting then, why don't we get into that? Let's see. So corner cutting, as you can see, that happens. So line to line, easy, 45 degrees, boom. So line to line is really the most you want to be cutting with this cube ever. So anything more, and you'll pop, you'll explode, whatever. So just, you don't really need, it's not like you're going to be in the middle of a solve and you're going to be doing, say, a T-perm, and it's like this, so you're coming down like that doesn't happen. So the most I use is usually that much and this much reverse. As you can see, it reverses pretty well, but again, lots of pops, so the corner cutting, I don't know, I just don't really corner cut that much. I only really corner cut a little bit, so it's not a big problem for me, but for some people, I think they might not enjoy it all that much. Now, the size of this cube, let's see, compared to a Zanchi, and it's the same, 57mm cube, compared to a WitU, which is just a centimeter bigger, or a millimeter bigger. You can see on the bottom it's a little bit bigger, so yeah. Now the pieces, quite interesting, kind of. You can see that there's this little edge on here which goes up under the center cap, and you've kind of got a Zanchi wing here, but it's pushed down more, and you've got this inside edge. That's the anti-popping mechanism, and that's the reason it's so kind of clunky, because the pieces are always hitting on these bumps and stuff, and it's just not fun. This piece is a lot smaller than the other pieces, so yeah, and as you can see, that angled down shape. The corners, as you can see, they have the Zanchi bubble on the bottom, regular, and it kind of seems like they took the plastic off and just shoved it down here and turned it into a block, which helps with the anti-popping. And again, you've got these corner angles to get better corner cutting with this cube. The other thing is these holes are bigger, as you can see, compared to a Zanchi, and it helps with reverse corner cutting, and it makes it so that it explodes when you corner cut, because the edge goes under. The edge goes, if we go this way, the edge goes under, so for 45, the edge slips under there and makes it explode, so it's kind of a downside, but hey, can't have everything. So, turning, it's pretty smooth. I mean, when you're doing this, it's quite smooth. It's a little bit clicky, but not really anything bad. But when you do algorithms, it gets a bit more blocky, but I really don't think it's that bad. Now I'm just doing really slow stuff right now, but just kind of to demonstrate the turning for you guys. So as you can see, it's pretty I don't know, it flows good, unless, it kind of slows you down a little bit, though, because it's hitting on everything, and, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's not like a Zanchi where you've got no really friction or anything bad like that. It's just really fast, really smooth. This one's blocky and kind of slow, so, yeah. Now, this cube, I know a lot of people have really mixed opinions about it, and I think it's a great cube. You know, it's my main right now. I think because right now it's just a way different feeling than any other cube I have. Well, not really any other cube I have, but it's kind of a new feeling, and it's new, so I kind of like it, and I want it, and I enjoy it as my main. And some people don't. But I think also that comes down to the lubing of this cube. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know Crazy Bat Cube. I'm sure most of you do. He got a Panshi prototype, and he said it was kind of bad, it was kind of sticky, it was slow, not all that good. But then he changed the lube on it, and he said he loved it. So, I use my own custom lube on this. It has all of those things that you see back there. They all go into it. Plus some cubicle weight 1 and weight 5. And so that really makes a weird combination, and it makes it feel really fast, but controllable. So I lubed my Guhong version 2, my stickerless Guhong version 2, if I could find it here. I don't think I can't see it right now. I'm probably looking right at it, but I'm just dumb, so whatever. So, I don't know. And now, comparisons, the turning, I think the closest it gets to is a WIT-U. Now, some people will be like, what is that, a WIT-U? But the mechanism is completely different. Yeah, but the feeling. The clickiness is literally the exact same. The speed is pretty close. The one difference I say between these two cubes is that this one feels more closed in and more trapped and more constrained than this one does. I mean, this one you've got more freedom and you can move it around a lot more and you get more corner cutting, and it's just a looser cube. So, I don't know, I kind of like that more. Some people would like this, so I don't know. But recommendations, I guess, if you like the WIT-U, get this. I think I liked the WIT-U. It was my main for a time. But then I got an elbow fan gun, and then yeah, whatever. And so, yeah, so now this is my new main. And I think that anyone who liked this really will like this a lot. And if you want to get a new cube, but you don't know what to pick, I'd go with this one because, not that many people have it, and it's kind of a new thing, so you can be one of the first people to have it, compared to like a Zanchi or a Guhong V2. Now everybody has them, so I just recommend you go out, pick one of these up. If you are intermediate, which I see is 15 to 30 seconds, like advanced intermediate, I guess, because it gives you that little bit of corner cutting ability, but it's not super fast that you have to rely on it because you're not turning it perfectly. And it's not like, say, a Shengen F2 where it's fast, kind of, but you don't have any corner cutting ability. So I think this is perfect for intermediates. Fast people, I'd recommend like 10 seconds, 12 seconds. I'd recommend you just stick with your Zanchi. You're not going to get anything more out of this. You're just going to get more pops because there's more security in this cube. And anyone else, if you want to pick it up, go ahead and get it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.